Alright, so we're gonna see a bot ditto on Bach.
It's the worst map for this too, man. What the heck?
Honestly, if I don't see two botmobiles just going ham in the barn, I'm gonna be disappointed.
In the barn.
Just running circles around each other in that tiny little space.
Ram
That's the
Ranch.
only thing.
Hypixel Ram Ranch.
I don't know if you can say that stuff on Twitch. You're gonna get demonetized.
I'm not even monetized.
Lunatic banned from Twitch. Alright, so still starting with an early lead. Both of them just maneuvering around the buildings in the lamest way imaginable.
Stale's definitely more of a grounded botman, with Hug wanting to play in the air and over the void.
Yeah, Stale famous for being a very defensive player in general, and Botmon is no exception. Stale doesn't have Master Skin, does he?
Shouldn't. Actually, he might be Prestige 5.
I know he's Prestige 5, but I don't know if he's Master Skin. If he's Master Skin, I would tell him to enable it, so I can actually tell these clowns apart.
Stale has a more blue head.
More blue.
Look at it, he's going for those air nades.
I'm sitting on the roof of this house, and Stale sitting at the edge. Stale finally goes up to get.
No, this is the second bot ditto of the entire tournament. Super happy that this is only the second one, actually.
Latios, if you want, you can come commentate this crap.
PvP! Minecraft, look at these left clicks! Holy crap, he +2! Woohoo! Look at that, dang, that's some super slick mouse movement. Oh, look at that right click! Oh, again! Look at this, predicting with those right clicks. Holy frick! Oh, what the heck? Major knockback. This is a chance, and no, he missed.
Nope, Stale Salt powers through it. So still super even.
The shield from the bot glide kept him alive. Otherwise, he would have died. Because he still got hit in his shield.
Yeah.
And definitely would have been
Now,
better.
I normally don't mind bot dittos, but
It's these two players.
The fact that it's on Bach between Stale and Hugs, it's something.
You know what I want
We're,
to see? I want to see some flying turbo kart races.
We're like 3 minutes in and they're still on their first stock.
Hey, Zarn, welcome to the tournament. There we go. Hug takes the first stock.
Launch, there were not very many bot dittos at all. Alright, we got
Flying
double Botmobile.
turbo kart racers. Here we go. Look at this.
They're both going ham. They're dancing.
The red thing lasts the entire time they're in the air. Actually, Latios, I don't think it's gonna be like that. Hug's actually been a different character every round. He's never been the same thing.
That's because he's dumb. Latios with the plug. Dude, you should unmod Latios. He's advertising other games. It's not
Oh,
allowed.
well, I love that game as well, so I don't care. Joko, no, it's not. Void Dittos are actually bad.
I don't mind this as much as Void Dittos. You can't ban Botmon, that's dumb. Botmon's not that good. It would be like banning Jigglypuff in Melee.
Oh, yes. Flying.
Probably not gonna
turbo kart
matter.
races. They
Are we,
both
are we gonna see a timeout? We might be on pace for a timeout, I'm not sure. Six minutes left and they're still on both on their second stocks. People are really hating on the Botmon Ditto.
You know what I say to haters? I don't say
Dab on the
anything. I
haters.
dab on them, man.
Alright, we got another.
Turbo Kart Racers!
Who's
What
gonna win
is...
this time?
Whoa. Hugs is keeping the
Whoa,
lead.
Hugs making a horrible
There's
decision.
a fight going on, man. That was the most action we got all game.
Maybe it wasn't that bad. Alright, we've got 4 minutes left.
Hugged with the lead. Landing none of those bombs. Alright, we got an equal game.
Completely even on
Wait.
last stock.
Hugged? Is Hugged P5?
Nope. No, he's Prestige 4. Oh, that's right. So it's not completely even.
They're both going for their Master Skin bot, from what I know. They've been playing together. Can you throw ranks through the door? I don't know if you can. Oh,
yeah,
yep.
I don't know if it's been changed. Oh yeah, you definitely can. That adds a whole new dimension to this entire fight, to be honest. I mean, if you think about it, being able to throw ranks through the entirety of the barn to the other side, where the other person might be standing in the way of them and get hit by the ranks.
Holy crap, what an observation!
I mean, that's pretty deep. I think the metagame.
They should have gone inside the barn.
Advancement.
We should have got some Turbo Kart races inside of the barn.
Yeah, I'm disappointed that we didn't see any
Whoa, what is this?
washing machines of. Is Hug dead?
Nope.
No.
Shield.
Stale doesn't wait out the backglide. Risky recovery from Hug though. And now Stale has a slight lead. So if it does go to timeout, we're gonna decide it by health, right?
Sure. That's how it works. But someone's gonna be dead before then.
We've got 2 minutes left.
Hug made a mistake.
Oh, Hug. Oh no, he has his secondary. Oh, but he hits the side of the stage and he's gone.
There we go. Round 1 finally over. That took forever. Yay!
How long was that? Like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Hopefully one of them changes. Stale Salt taking game 1!
Alright, so Hug is switching to Cluck. Thank God.
And Stale staying.
Yes, Smash Heroes is saved. No more bot dittos.
Crap. I still had losers finals up. This is grand finals. Here we go. If anyone's in Smash Heroes lobby, can you tell the __ bird that SHCL did not end? So here we go. We got Hugged versus Stale. None of them have lost health. Intense. Honestly, I don't like going against bots with Cluck. Pretty annoying. At least not until I'm warmed up. But here we go.
Right. So Hugged actually losing by 10 entire health. 14, 18 now, 12. His health is plummeting through the floor.
Big numbers.
Hugged jumping around, trying to land his primary. Stale Salt jumping around, trying to land his primary. Really just a lot of jumping and shooting, to be honest. Hugged, though, actually sucks at the game and can't land any of his primaries.
Well, look at that.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh.
He landed a pretty good primary.
The reason why you don't want to play against good bots with Cluck is because you're going to have to be relying on air shots, and you can't entirely rely on that because a lot of Cluck's damage comes from the secondary. Stale Salt still has his prestige health too. So I landed that secondary actually. Dang, that actually brought it much closer than I thought it would.
Right, so Hugged to death, pressing 3 on his keyboard to use his smash attack. Cluck's smash attack very unique in that it summons chickens that shoot rockets at the opponents. Unfortunately, the chickens all have an IQ of 4, and none of them dealt damage to Stale Salt. Hugged to death making up for it.
They apply negative pressure.
By using said chicken's offspring to create a missile and launch it directly at Stale Salt's face, dealing a lot of damage. And now Hugged to death has a very slight lead.
That was a good observation. I couldn't agree less.
You're welcome, Laios. I try my best.
Hugged actually has the lead now, which is pretty odd, being that he has like a 40 HP disadvantage at the
Doesn't
beginning.
have the lead anymore. 2 health swing.
Huge swing.
Can Stale get this edge guard? He's pressing right click, nothing's happening. Alright, Stale with a crazy secondary into a juggle. Hugged off stage, but it doesn't matter because he's Cluck, and Cluck has approximately 7 billion blocks of recovery. Exchanging punches. Neither character really uses
What
the
is
punch a lot.
Hugged doing, honestly? Like,
If you think about it, Cluck, as a chicken, really should not be able to punch. Maybe rename it to Chicken Scratch?
Chicken Scratch.
Or maybe Wing Slap.
Wing
because
Slap. Wing Slap would make sense.
A chicken really does not have arms at all. You know, if you've ever seen a picture of a chicken, you would immediately notice the distinct lack of arms. However, if you do think about it, that really begs the question of how Cluck holds the rocket in the first place.
I think General Cluck is a genetically modified creature that has given his wings thumbs, allowing him to hold on to rocket launchers. But he also has legs, which is
But
those
at the
boots,
same time,
really muscly legs.
why? Does he have mutated wings with hands on the end of them? You know, I think these are the sort of things that we really should be thinking about in the Smash Heroes meta. Definitely important.
It asks the question, why hasn't anyone ever thought about this before? Like, this is a real question. And Stale almost jumps off the map and dies, but he doesn't. But he did die, actually. Whoa. So that took forever. We're already halfway through the game. This is gonna get timed out pretty soon.
So,
I'm gonna grab a picture of a chicken, just because we are on the topic. Let's see, chicken. When you search up chicken, you find pictures of food. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a real chicken. I'm gonna search up chicken the animal. Save picture
Well,
as chicken.
now that you think about it, or now that you mentioned it, does Cluck taste good? You know, we're using Cluck
Chicken.
to do some player versus player combat in Minecraft, but what if we actually just killed Cluck? You know, slow roasted it on a rotisserie, you know, flavored it with some herbs, served it with some rice, or maybe some bread, some cheese, some fine wine. You know, you could have a nice meal.
Do you think
Instead, we're just watching a Batman beat up a chicken. Really not as exciting or fulfilling.
you think it'd be tender or dry?
Uh,
I wouldn't want to roast it.
It depends on how long it's been fighting. I mean, right now, Hug to Death looking pretty tender at 34 health.
Stale's tenderizing chicken right now. Beating it for a long period of time. A very long period of time. We're almost at the point where we're running out of time. I have a picture of a chicken. And it's a good-looking chicken, but it's orange. It's not white. It's not a panda chicken. This is a panda chicken.
You know, one thing that really I don't see enough people talk about is the map. You know, look at this map, Strawberry Towers. You know, what is the lore behind Strawberry Towers? If you look at the outer walls, depicted pretty clearly are some castles and a lot of strawberries that have been anthropomorphized with arms and legs and eyes. They even have pretty sick haircuts.
Yo, I can agree with the haircuts, man. They look pretty sick. Like, honestly.
But if you look at the stage itself, you can see that the underside of the stage is actually composed of strawberries.
Is it? Oh,
I mean, you
it
can even
actually
see
is.
their faces. You know, it's pretty graphic. So this begs the question: isn't evil underground society controlling Smash Heroes actually capturing strawberries in the Great Strawberry War and then using them to build stages in Smash Heroes?
One of the pictures on the wall is strawberries being grown. Do you think these started out as seeds from a mother? Or do you think strawberries were buried and alive? Buried alive, of course. If you bury a dead strawberry, it wouldn't be good. If they buried a live strawberry for these other strawberries to start growing, that'd be pretty horrible, right?
You know, I think we might be seeing right here an industrial strawberry farm, highly inhumane, used solely as building materials. You know, I think really using living creatures as building materials in an industrial manner is completely unethical, and I think a proper oh jeez, my words are failing me because I'm really just losing my mind at this point.
We're gonna run out of time.
A proper investigation really is necessary in this case.
Poke, do you believe the strawberries that were used to make the map are still alive?
You know, if they are still alive, and I believe they might be, it might actually be even worse than if they were killed before made into the stage.
They are suffering from the battles that are taking place on this very map.
And what about when a player is KO'd and destroys the map?
That plows right through the brethren of the Strawberries.
The very
That's
fiber
when they
of their
die.
being is viciously torn apart, as they're left cut and open to bleed to death.
I don't believe they bleed. I think they might be raisins. That's how they're compacted into blocks.
Anyway, Hug to Death is about to lose, so
Finally, why did Stale start going ham before the game ended?
he's gonna win anyway. I mean, there's like no time left.
What is this? What is this?
You know, Joko brings up a good point. You also have to consider the entire economics of the situation. You know, strawberries, of course, are used because it's cheap
There we go.
to manufacture and process them into building materials.
Never mind. No. Okay, 2-0. Hug. Stale wins. Frick yes. Finally, that was a short match, huh? Let's go on to the next game. Let's see what they changed to. File name chicken. Ah, chicken.
Strawberry. I think we need some public protests against the vicious dehumanization of strawberries.
So the chicken is quite colorful. I can't lie about that. Chicken's pretty good looking. So they are both staying, or what did Hug change to? Did Hug change? Am I muted?
No, you're not. I'm trying to figure it out. Hug to Skull. We're gonna see Skull versus.
So this match won't take
Don't
nearly as long.
overestimate the ability of either of these players to waste as much time as humanly possible.
Let's go into the next match. This will be the first time ever someone's ever tried to time out a match with Skullfire.
Stale Salt skips.
Good. Party. Wait, nope. Play. Super
Party.
Smash. Friends. Normal. Good map. Very good map. Hug is going to want to skip. Unless he doesn't. Did he not skip?
He doesn't skip?
Uh-oh. Very even game right now, both at 1-1, 101.
Yes, I'm the best. You know, a lot of people have complained about this map in the past. You know, citing how annoying it is that the buildings had gaps between them. But, you know, one aspect of the conversation that I never think was discussed enough was the people living inside the buildings. You know, this is not in abandoned buildings. Look at the surroundings. This is a bustling city. Very successful. Beautiful skyline. But
Very
then look at all
beautiful.
these poor buildings. They've all been shoved together. What about the poor people inside? They don't have windows anymore. Can they even get out? Are they trapped?
The people on the
in either
outside have
apartment?
windows.
Yeah, but what about the poor? What about this poor orange building, almost entirely surrounded by other skyscrapers.
That's a good
Can the
point.
people inside even get out? Or are they doomed
What about the
to
building in the
starve
middle?
to death inside their own homes?
The building in the middle seems to lack. Oh, it only has one set of windows.
And you know, what about when the stage gets destroyed due to all the fighting? The people inside are just immediately killed.
Bet you the apartment costs for the top of the housings are probably cheaper than the bottom.
Most likely. I mean, you're a lot safer. Even if your view of the skyline isn't as nice.
Now, only smash crystals.
Wait a second. On the bottom, there's windows at the bottom, so the bottoms would cost more. Because if you look below the map, there's windows. So there we go. So Hug's using his ult at 0, so he wastes it. Steals at 94.
You know, I think it's just really sad that the Smash Bros. Community views these buildings and the people inside them only as utilities for their constant fighting, without considering the feelings, the lives, anyone involved. You know, I think Smash Bros. Really needs to see some change in his community. To really view, you know, these people, these other people who are people humanely. I think it's just not right.
Well, if you think about it, some of the people battling in these grounds aren't human. Voidcrawler is an alien from space. Cryomancer is a really weird scientist, right?
What? So you think that just because they're not humans, they're better than humans?
Maybe
what
they
you're trying
don't.
to say, Liv?
Maybe they don't care about humans because it doesn't matter to them.
Is that really the kind of image you want to be spreading to the rest of the Hypixel communities? You know, I fail to think of another game on Hypixel that's so unaware and apathetic about the lives, the innocent lives of the bystanders that they affect. And I think that's sad.
I really have a change of heart now that you've mentioned it. I really will start thinking about the humans in the backgrounds, the maps.
And don't forget the strawberries,
The strawberries need
torn from their
to be
families
freed.
to be processed
Let's liberate the
and
strawberries.
made while still alive into stages.
This match definitely not lasting as long as the other matches have, but Stale Salt has the lead, even if it's only 10 health.
Still Salt better win, because I think I'm gonna die if I have to commentate another game.
Dude, you should have said anything, 'cause now Hug's gonna reverse 3-star.
Now, Latios brings up an interesting point about the Caricat that can be seen in the walls of Cosmos. And you know, I think that Caricat is actually falls under a different case. Because Caricat is actually a fighter. And all he wants to do is spectate all of his potentially twin brothers, other Caricats that might be fighting. But you know what? As a fighter, he understands that there are risks to spectating. And so you shouldn't feel bad at all if you accidentally punch a hole through his face with someone you've KO'd.
Why is Hug going for these ridiculous air nades? And here comes
And
the ult,
Stale Salt wins.
and it's over. Good game, Stale
Congratulations
3-0s.
to Stale Salt. for
Stale
winning the
3-0,
Smash Bros.
Stale
competitive
wins!
Number 10. On a related note, I'm gonna be retiring from commentary forever. I can't take it anymore.
No!
I'm
That-
sorry,
I'm
everyone.
gonna
It was a
get
good run.
stuck with Joko if you leave me. Don't do it, Poke.
I'm
Well-
sorry, but I need to consider my personal mental health, and I think this is the right choice for me moving forward.
Is Joko going to update the scoreboard? Stale 1. Stale 1. This tournament kind of lasted longer than it should have, but in the end, it was obviously a good tournament. Wasn't horrible. So yep, that's SHCL 10. Stale Salt wins 3-0. Congrats to Stale Salt for winning by going through the entire winners run. Hug to Death and No Ping and everyone else in the tournament definitely put up a good fight. And now it's
Stale
over.
Salt only dropping one game for the entirety of the tournament. Very solid showing.
Come on, Joko, update it.
My red cat fist is actually just a bulk. Or my red cat pet is actually just a big bulk fist.
Stale.
So can we get an interview with Stale Salt?
Let's get Stale to talk about his win. Colors going. Some pink in here. Smiley face.
Why is the I lowercase?
I don't know. Microsoft Edge is good. That's why I use Microsoft Edge. And yeah, that's it. That's the tournament, everyone. Sale wins 3-0 against Hug in Grand Finals. That's the end of SHCL 10. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you're watching this by a VOD, thank you. And, yeah, Pokey got anything to say? I'll take that as a no. Alright, we're done.